Motion passed. Also, for the record, trustee Greg Everett left at 6:36 p.m.
All right, is there a motion to approve additional items on the warrant list? Motion. So are y'all paying the other bills or we not paying other bills?
It's just that one bill, oh no.
So right up there.
Hello, it's me.
Remember, y'all made this decision, I didn't make this decision.
I'm always the last one to find out what's going on, y'all.
The attorney suggested that we put this on there.
Let's see what's happening. I
Just what I got.
just caught Tiffany getting her ass handed to her by that girl.
You wanna make that statement in the motion?
Hilarious.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't say it in the head up here, ain't nobody.
Oh, I can't wait to react to that.
Take responsibility because I'm not doing the job or looking.
Hey, Boos. Make sure you hit the like button.
Every invoice was given, anybody any questions, y'all could basically.
That was in rush mode, y'all.
Okay, moving on. Motion regarding to direct the finance director. I'll just ask you
Hey,
that.
DSB.
So next is.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, boo.
Is there a motion to approve an ordinance establishing tribal guidelines? Motion. Is there a second? Is there a motion and second? Any
What do we do with number 3?
Yeah, I just told y'all what it is.
You know what, Tiffany? Just say what the fuck it is.
Stop.
Oh,
Yes, we are, baby.
she's such a douche. Tiffany the douche.
What are we doing for trial? Well, right now.
Was there a motion and a second regarding it?
Where your lawyers at, Tiff?
It wasn't read off, though, either.
I know, I already know. I just.
Well, item number 3, I mean, there should be, there's a motion for it and a second of it.
Hey, Miss Santana, what's going on, baby? Miss Santana. Hit the like button.
I have a question as pertains to that. What is Mr. Price's title? And was he board approved for that title? What's the title? No, I do not. Actually, I do not.
So anyway, what else?
You don't know question?
I'm not.
And you're saying he was board approved for that?
Just told you he was.
So you were, a little while ago, we were just talking about employee information. I mean, that's kind of sensitive stuff. I mean, if he's not been board approved to be over general fund, he shouldn't have access to that. Every time we're talking about general fund right now, but he keeps referring to.
Let me be crystal clear. I just
Please
told
do.
Carmen.
Please do.
He's doing the exact same thing Keith Freeman was doing. Y'all went to Keith Freeman for everything. It's nothing different. So that's my answer.
Keith
It's a
Freeman was
motion.
board approved, correct?
It's a motion and a second.
Ooh. Price, they trying to get you out of here. Price, you gotta fight for your right to have a job.
Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Carlisle. Supervisor Henyard.
Look at this thing. Look at him.
Motion passed.
A motion to.
He over here borrowed a job. He borrowed this job, y'all. He borrowing it for a little bit.
Y'all stop this, so what's the motion? Is there a motion?
He said, "Can I borrow a job?"
Motion. Is there a second? Second. Motion and second. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd like the motion to be, the ordinance to be read.
Read, go ahead, you can read it, I'm not reading the
I'd
ordinance.
like the attorney to read the motion.
No, you can read it, you're not here to read into the record, you can read whatever y'all want into the record.
Oh, thank you, Drew. Oh my goodness gracious, so sweet. Ooh. Thank you, honey pots. Look at the lemon. So cute. So cute. So good to mama.
Alright, so I have plenty of discussion, so you guys put this in place. Did you guys ask anybody about process?
Man, fuck your process.
No? So how we put something in place, and y'all didn't ask about process, procedures, how it works,
Nope.
how it, or what it is.
Nope. None of that stuff you talking about. Hit the like button.
You guys explain to the public.
Oh shit. I forgot to do. Damn it. That's some bullshit.
What's in there? All in there, what's in there? What you got? Nobody got nothing, we just making laws and rules and nobody's.
Oh yeah, yeah, just like you, Tiff.
Well, again, I'll explain. There is really no policy or procedure. I think, travel has been one of the biggest problems that people, have complained about, meaning the constituents. And so, again, our job as board members is to legislate and create rules and policies. And
See if I can't change it.
And there were no travel guidelines, no travel policies, so we created one. Trustee, Jones just asked for the record, but you didn't want the attorney.
No, because you can read, y'all can read, right? You read. Want to read, read. So, you guys put this in place, something that I've been asking for. So, why didn't you guys get input from everybody on the board? As it relates to travel, because believe it or not, y'all know I'm for travel. I'm really am. Because when everybody books stuff, you keep saying people know, nobody knows. I'm for travel. This is what the world don't know. Tiffany is for travel. So I think you guys should actually really sit down with us and go over what you wrote in here. So
Joanne, hey,
amend it. Or maybe if you want to amend it at the next meeting on the 20th. I really think we should amend it. I called Jerry the other day and asked him a question, and he said he didn't know certain things.
yes, Tay Ash,
I think we
live.
should sit down and amend this before the 20th, and y'all just put it back on there. So are y'all for that?
What is your recommendation?
Well, I'm not gonna work like that, especially I really want to get like downstairs in all country. So I really want to just put my stuff on record by I can. So can we put this on there on the 20th? Or can we make amendments and put it on there before that? Are you guys okay? Y'all don't want to make no change. Nobody want to go to this?
Nope.
Y'all don't want to know.
Look at Tiff. Nice hat, Tiff.
All right.
Is your having issues with your wiggy wiggy?
I'm not in support of what they got in there. They need to make adjustments, but nobody wants to hear people's adjustments or people's concerns.
Yeah, nah, don't worry about it.
Trustee Jones? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
Because I'm not against the travel, but I want to make some adjustments to it.
Oh, look at you. You wasn't for it either.
Motion passed.
Next on the agenda, motion to approve and ordinance repealing the salary ordinance. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is motion and second, any discussion? No discussion, we're going again. Why do y'all call
I'd
me?
like the attorney to read.
Okay. Again, we're not gonna go through reading all these ordinances in the record. If you guys wanna read them, y'all wanna read, you got mics, read it into the record. Go right ahead.
I'll read them.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, ordinance number 24-002. An ordinance repealing ordinance number 23-004. Entitled, an ordinance regarding the salaries for certain elected and appointed officials for Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois. Adopted by the Township Board of Thornton Township, Tiffany A. Henyard Supervisor, Loretta C. Wells Clerk, Gerald Jones, Darlene Gray Everett, Christopher Gonzalez, Carmen Carlisle, Trustee. Ordinance. Already read that. Whereas Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, the township is a duly organized and existing township and unit of local government created under the provisions of the laws of the state of Illinois and is operating under the provisions of the Illinois Township Code 60 ILCS 1-1-1. Title Code, and all laws mandatory thereto, and whereas the supervisor and the township trustees
Look at this man.
collectively the township board are committed to ensuring the efficient operation of government, and whereas the electors of Thornton Township elect individuals to run the business of the township. Whereas on November 28, 2023, the township board approved the ordinance changing the salaries of certain elected and appointed officials. The ordinance was number 23-004.
Merlin.
Whereas the township board has determined that it is the best interest of the township and its residents to repeal ordinance number 23-004 and revert to the previously established salary schedule as provided for in resolution number 15-R-015.
Oh, look, our boo thing's still here.
December 22nd,
Look,
2015.
Tiffany's boo.
Now therefore be it ordained by the Township Board of Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, as follows. Section 1.
Yeah, she got on a hat.
All
She
of the
having a bad
recitals
weekday.
herein before stated as contained in the preamble of this ordinance are full, true, and
Thank you,
correct.
Kevin.
And the
Appreciate
Township
that.
Board does hereby, by reference, incorporate
She on the
and
way,
make them
Joe?
part of
Right.
this ordinance as legislative finding. Section 2 purpose.
Oh,
The
they
purpose
coming
of
in?
this ordinance is to repeal ordinance number
Hit the like
23-004. Invocation, section 3, invocation of authority. This ordinance is adopted pursuant to the authority granted to the township by the Constitution of the state of Illinois and the Illinois complied statutes. Section 4.
This dude ain't even supposed to be in the room.
All applicable provisions of the Illinois complied statute, including the Illinois.
He done got laid off from the other job.
May be amended from time to time related to the purpose of this ordinance are hereby incorporated herein by reference.
That's how you know they just be besties. Because he don't even work here. And he got fired from the other job. Like from the place where he worked. That the other job, the mayor, where she the mayor, he got fired. And they just hang around and show their support. You know what I'm saying? Till the feds come.
And form no substantive part of this ordinance.
Look at our boo
Nor
thing.
should they be used in any
His Gucci hat.
interpretation or construction of this ordinance.
He got that Gucci hat.
Section 7, severability. The provisions of this ordinance are hereby declared to be severable should any provision, clause, sentence, paragraph,
Benjamin. Like
subparagraph, section, or part of this ordinance be
Please.
determined to be in conflict
Please.
with any law, statute, or
Please.
regulation by a court of competent jurisdiction. Said provision, clause, sentences, paragraph, subparagraph, section, or part shall be excluded and deemed inoperative, unenforceable, and as though not provided for herein. And all other provisions shall remain unaffected, unimpaired, valid, and in full force and effect. It is hereby declared to be the legislative intent of the Township Board that this ordinance would have been adopted had not such unconstitutional or invalid provision, clause, sentence, paragraph, subparagraph, section, or part thereof been included. Section 8, procedure. All code provisions, ordinances, resolutions, and orders or parts therein in conflict herewith are to
at Tim Tim.
the extent of such conflict.
Oh my God, this man.
Publication.
He remind me of me trying to read a book in freshman in high school and just keep reading the same chapter over and over again because I don't know what the fuck I just read. That's what he sound like. And then the this and some stuff. The if and how.
I know how they do it. It's usually assignments in Missouri.
Passed by the township.
I promise you, nobody in this room knows what the fuck he's talking about. That's why ain't no uproar. They're just like, let's take a nap real quick while he's talking.
Sandbags, Tiffany,
Sandbags? What? Get me hungry. The bass? Who got bass?
That's the ordinance. Now, haven't read that.
Disrespect me, I can touch you. Right, when I don't touch you, first of all, I don't touch yourself. When I turn around too far, you know what you did.
Right. Anyway, I mean, I'd like to ask the question, not about this ordinance, but we pay an attorney. Why can't he read that? Yeah, why can't he read it? I mean, we pay him.
You can summarize what it is. So, like, I guarantee you, you don't even know what you do. You read all that, and you don't even know what you do.
Exactly, bitch.
Nobody.
Which is why he
That's
said the
my
lawyer do it.
read.
Oh
You
my
can just
God.
summarize what it is, and still to tell people what it is.
I just read it.
Oh, okay. Any more discussion?
Yeah, we have no clue what the fuck he just read.
Okay. Of course, I got a discussion regarding
Something
this.
about a beanstalk, I
It's
think.
funny because everything's just happening and y'all paying attention to the play that's being played up
Look at
here,
Joanne, 2
Thornton
months,
Township.
remember.
This ordinance, the Board of
Thank you.
Trustees, voted for, approved it. It had to do with salary, for those that didn't understand what he just
Ooh,
was reading.
salary. Hey, Marilyn, there you
It
are.
included an increase in their salaries as well, and no one talks about that. So they call themselves trying to repeal it. But this is why I tell people should educate themselves. What has happened since then, which I told trustee Jerry Jones this, and he knows this, state rep Thaddeus Jones, and also, state senator Napoleon Harris, both created a bill at the state level. And this is what happened when they can't control y'all. They make bills and laws of state, just for those that don't understand how politics work. They made a bill.
Tell us
Here's the
about
bill,
politics.
just to show you. So whether you vote on it or not, it really is irrelevant. The bill trumps the ordinance. So there's no point of putting it on here. They just put it on here for clickbait. Once again, like I keep telling you, it's a game. It's a show. If you research it, is the bill number, Illinois House Bill 4488.
Somebody going to
They
jail.
repeals what they're trying to do. So there's no point to vote on the show, act like they're doing something they're not.
Look at this bitch.
Because the other two haters
Look at this cricket. Don't she like a cricket?
already made a bill because everybody wants to see to repeal the ordinance.
I'm sorry,
So that's
cricket.
right here for
I
those
didn't
that
mean it.
don't know what's going on. I don't know how much clearer I can make it, but here it is. Any more discussion?
Look at her.
All right, call it.
Bug-eyed bitch. I can't stand her.
Trustee Carlisle?
She's the worst. Hit the like button for mama,
Trustee
please.
Gonzalez?
Yes.
Hello.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
Present.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve an ordinance to establish a policy for adequate representation of events, locations for Thornton Township? Motion. Is there a second? Second. Is there a motion second? Any discussion?
Yeah, turn their volume up because their volume is like super loud.
Created this ordinance because, we know we hold a lot of events in Dalton.
Yes.
I don't feel it represents Thornton Township as a whole. There are 16 other towns that represent.
For adequate.
And we want to make sure that every resident in Thornton Township has access to be able to be a part of everything that we have. And some people don't want to travel to Dalton. You know, and I think we should have, the events in a more neutral location until we can, cultivate relationships, with other municipalities and they people that work with us. And so we just want to make sure that all Thornton Township residents, have a place where they can feel welcome, and we want it to be inclusive to any resident anywhere. And so, one city is not a full representation of the township, and that's why we created this ordinance.
That's shame. I should know. I never seen nobody hate on their city that hard. But I think I'm gonna get a new name if you call you Ryan Carla. That's what it is. Because you keep telling all these lies up here about Dalton don't represent the township. Dalton
You
does.
better be careful.
For those that don't understand, that keep getting upset because they want to start in Dalton. Dalton is under Thornton Township. So, as it relates to
She need to be careful because that girl knows way too much about her.
the stuff they don't tell you. We have events in several other cities, for those that don't know. If
She
you
know too
follow
much.
us, you know exactly what I'm saying.
You need to
They
shut the
even
hell up,
are
Tiff.
from every single city. And for those that don't allow us in their city, which I think the board have talked to, you talked to both of them, right? Jerry and Carmen, and told y'all the people that don't allow us in their cities. And y'all know this. Y'all seen emails from these people, Thaddeus Jones.
Like, bitch, get
people
them
send
big
us
ass eyes
emails
off
saying,
me.
Hey, we come to our town, we're gonna arrest you, we're gonna tow your village. These are all document stuff news if you want the facts.
Tiffany,
Stuff
yes.
like that, but no one tells
Ordinate.
you up here. Y'all just say stuff. Like I said, click.
Tiffany.
Also,
That's her name. Tiffany.
Fox Point, they try to do it in Lansing. Matter of fact, for the Taste of Portland. I think Angie gave y'all a list of different places that told us no. So that's not true on what they're telling you. They just tell you stuff because, oh, it's a dog. Where else is gonna be? It's a big venue. When I say,
Thank you, ma'am.
my name carry weight, it
Penny,
carry
penny.
weight.
Yes.
So many people show up to these events, thousands of people show up. So you gotta have a big venue and a big place where you can house all of the activities for the
need a big
kids, for the
venue.
adults, the stages, the bleachers, for everything.
I need a big ass venue for this big party y'all gonna pay for me.
Including the rides. So that's the reason why it's in Dalton, because there's nowhere else that allows in their city or can't house us for a big venue. Can't go to Phoenix, can't go to Post,
Oh, nobody will let you
can't
in.
go to Dixon.
Just say
We
that.
go for the smaller
Just say
stuff, that's what they ain't telling you, which we do in this city. We actually send you things like this out.
Yeah,
Days
real
of park.
I
And each
am.
days in the park, it
I didn't
tells you
know.
what city is in. So, again, more lines that they just say, oh, we wanted another thing, so you can make an ordinance of all you want, it don't matter. It's tell us no, guess what we gonna do? We still gonna provide a way for
Tiffany's
you
worse.
residents. We're not gonna not do the event, cause somebody told us no.
Tiffany's worse.
I'm an entrepreneur by trade, for those that don't know.
All
When I
right.
hear no, I find a yes. I do not stop at no, you have to keep going, cause our goal, our job is to make sure we provide the service or the resource to the residents. That's it. Why do you think the numbers are increased? Cause I
Thank you,
keep
Frankie.
going. I am not stopped, despite all the lies,
Can't stop,
all the
won't
hatred,
stop.
all the naysayers. We keep going. When they didn't vote to pay anybody
Oh, you gonna stop when the feds get you?
to pay anything, some people still came to work.
Gonna stop dead in your tracks? Am I
Some
lying?
people still came and did their job, no matter what you had in do. And thank you, Captain, because you always in the work. I appreciate you. You always. So I'm just saying, it gotta make sense to what's going on in this society.
That's even worse.
People want their money, guys. But anyway, it's a motion to second on the floor for the ordinance.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Get the light
Trustee
bouton,
Jones?
please.
Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Next, is
Please,
there a
thank
motion
you.
to approve an ordinance to regulate event expenditures and budget approval? Is there a motion? Motion, is there a second? All right, in the motion second,
Aw.
I'll just give the brief, section 2 purpose of this ordinance is to regulate the budgeting and expenditure process for events organized by Thornton Township, ensuring proper oversight, approval, and adherence to set financial limits.
You're half one. Yes, Valerie.
Yes, sir. Yes. So what's the limits?
What's going on with your wig, Tiff?
How y'all come up with these numbers?
I think she just wrapped a weave track
I'm
around
just saying, what's the
her
limits?
in her hat.
So
Take the hat off, the wig come off with it.
What's the limit, y'all? 'Cause y'all don't run day to day. Like I
Oh,
tell
here we
everybody,
go.
when you learn y'all position, you got to understand how to move. What's the limits? So for y'all that don't know in the back,
We'll figure it out once they lock your ass up. How about that?
and for the fake news, what y'all don't know, they set the limit to
We
$1,000.
promise.
Yeah.
This
Tell me what you
bitch.
meant. How you about to send your
That's
food?
not what.
Thank you,
How
Mary.
you, well, go ahead. Don't tell me what to say. I ask you, what's the limit? Go ahead.
This ordinance is for events.
I know who was in there clapping, Google.
I mean,
The limit's in here.
yeah.
Go ahead, Robert, what you got?
I would, I guess,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that wig. What's going on top of your head, Tiff? Oh, here we go. This dude always got this shirt on.
Just
Look
to
at
be
big
more
work shirt.
specific, what they mean by events.
Yes, tell us about
Events,
it.
when I look at page 3, I mean, I just got this from you today, about an hour ago. Event, any organized activity, that is very broad. I would say that's actually,
Can you let her out? She's trying to get out.
I would actually say that's every activity going down to the rest. So I would just ask, can you be broad? I mean, narrow that down. Bus program. I mean, do you entail? Was your intention everything that Thornton Township does? We say anything that's an organized activity. Our transportation program,
The
our
light
luncheon program,
bouton.
our days and that. Was that the purpose? That's what I want to make sure. Was that your intent? Because that's how.
Events.
No, it says any organized activity or gathering funded or sponsored by Thornton Township. That's how they described it. That's how I read it. Was that your intention? I mean, am I reading it wrong? Was that the true intention of what you're trying to do with it? Because once you start putting these laws in place, then you go in and say that I have to audit it and make sure all this is very. If you want to shut down township or just shut down all programs, that I mean, this is any trustee can help me with, or the lawyer. Somebody can just kind of tell me.
We can make it more specific and narrow it down for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so are you guys going to adjust and come back on Tuesday with adjustments, or what we doing?
I'm not sure, we'll figure it out.
Well, we gotta figure it out.
I'll motion the table.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
The motion second, call the roll.
I can't stand her bully ass. She's such a fucking bully, y'all. She's the
Jones?
worst.
Trustee Gonzalez, trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Right, next on the agenda is a motion to approve the ordinance to regulate retail slash credit card slash net 30 policy. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Motion second.
It's a bunch of people on the outside of this door. Y'all all hear all that cackling. There's people on the outside of this door who can't shut the fuck up. That's what that is.
I'm gonna put this agenda together.
Listen, we can't come in. We're going to fuck the audio up. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, I'll just read the purpose. The purpose of this ordinance is to establish guidelines and restrictions for use of retail, credit card, and net 30 accounts to ensure responsible and transparent financial management for Thornton Township.
Okay, anything else?
You hear them out there yelling. They're yelling. Like, that's why they won't let you in.
You guys should bring back up. We discussed with Robert and that's to next time. You guys might want to reach out to him. Reach out to him and catch that. You should reach out and actually go over it before you guys try to implement something like this. Y'all want to table that as well and bring it back up on the 20th?
Oh, she figured out how to only put her homies in there. She only got the homies in there, y'all.
Do know that's all in the parties. Okay, fine.
Hit the like button for mama, please. Please and thank you.
Who wanna go first? Come on,
800 likes.
We'll let you go first.
Give it to me. Give me.
And I need someone to elaborate on what exactly this means. They want to, suspend, credit card purchases for day-to-day operations. Do they want more detail? Do they want approval prior to purchase? Someone explain that?
I think we've asked for all of those things several times, and we haven't always gotten the information we need. We've asked for we asked for information prior to something happening.
Oh,
But
thank
a
you,
lot of times,
Drewski.
the staff is not allowed to give us information freely. And so
So
it makes
much
it hard for us to use.
pink.
What we can do is there are tons of expenditures, and a lot of them we never know about. And now it's up to us whether we know or we don't know to vote on this. And sometimes you can always just say yes because you don't have enough information. And so again, we're just trying to create policies and procedures because again, this is not anyone's personal money. And I'm not saying that anyone said that, but this is taxpayer money, this is governmental funds. So we have to be mindful of how this money is used. And again, I know I've asked for certain things, sometimes I not ask for it. So again, I think there needs to be structure.
We can't hear nothing because of these fucktards outside of this door. Somebody please tell them to shut the fuck up outside of this door. Okay? Somebody wants to be the main character. Tell them shut up. We trying to listen. How we gonna make fun of her efficiently if we don't know what was said?
So what you don't understand is I totally agree that we need structure.
Yeah, go out there and tell them to be quiet.
I actually agree with that. But what I don't agree with is how y'all present it to the staff. That's why I just never talked with you probably can break down each department on what they do on a daily basis, because obviously y'all don't know, because y'all put these links on here, and y'all will harm their operation. Each of them do different things, whether it's the youth and family, especially youth and family service, senior service, they each do something different every time. And guess what they use? A credit card. When she booked her events, or when they took them on the outing, I don't even know what it cost. What was the fee for?
Big Al.
Were they going to a play or something?
Yeah, she
What
here.
was
There
it?
she is.
That's
There she is with her hat.
placed on a credit card. Our credit card usage all the same for senior services. Daily for senior services or frequently for senior services are for our ongoing daily events such as replenishing coffee or our car care events. Providing, refreshments for, weekly events, purchasing for our lunch program. God knows how you had to.
Why her lawyer look like he being held hostage over here?
We have to replenish those items on an ongoing basis. Not to have the credit card and not to have the credit card, available to purchase these items, when needed, it will have a negative impact on their daily operation. Trustee Carlisle, I thank you for the explanation. But anytime you are looking for an explanation or a receipt on anything that is in senior services, to provide that, I don't know, but I can say.
Ken Murphy,
senior
appreciate you,
services, There's
boo.
never been a purchase on a credit card, that we use for senior services, that did not align to our daily operation, providing services to our seniors. But again, I do understand, your explanation and, the reason that,
Yeah, she only let her minions up in here. You notice how quiet it is inside, but it ain't outside? You notice that?
you want these details, but again, to,
She like, y'all get here early. Get in here.
or, prevent us from having
She thinks she's so
available
slick.
for things that we have to replenish every, on an ongoing basis. It would definitely have a negative impact on daily operation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me take an area like internet access for our students depend on our ability to access internet from any position. They use the services of Comcast. And Comcast service is recurring thing. And that recurring expense is best paid when they don't credit card. So that we don't have entire process, which sometimes
Yeah, the look on her face is the look I'm feeling right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
if you do not pay that bill, something can happen. And if it does happen, that a Comcast gets stuck or
The like button.
entire area
Ain't nobody.
like this building that go down.
He's a nobody.
So it is preferable.
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
That expense like
Something
that
about Comcast. I don't know.
is on a credit card. And there are also other emergency expenses. In our department, sometimes it can happen, like it is happening right now, that we are fighting
Hit the like button,
we're
please.
fighting a malware attack. Okay, we're fending it off. If we're fending off malware attack, we are presently working, and we need the services of this, services of that, the services of that. It is easier to do it using a credit card. Because if we don't use a credit card, then we have to go through an entire process while people are attacked. So it makes sense that at least for the expenses that IT can incur, that many of those expenses be placed on the credit card when they are
Sir,
recognized
sir.
as being either
Sir, stop, sir.
recurring expenses
Sir.
presented to
Sir, I forgot my give a shits in the car. Please stop.
the board, or
I can't follow you. Without my give a shits. Okay.
right now, with all the things of the problem, and keep ourselves going. While we think that
When he stops talking, everybody clap, okay? Because he stopped.
Rob, you did suggest that the finance director owns a credit card, and so we were tempted to, the departments split up so we can identify an IT, but, or, family services or any department, but if we
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
that, we have all these fields bunched in the group, there's no way to identify your department or senior services, and so again, I think we'll be able to structure.
He didn't get kicked out low.
See, that don't have nothing to do with the credit card.
Yes, it does. Tiffany!
$1,000.
Oh my God, these fucktards outside there are killing me, yo. They're killing me. They're killing me, yo. I don't know what to say. What the fuck are they doing out there? If they don't take their asses outside and wait patiently, I don't know what the fuck. They're getting louder by the second.
No, this is the whole point of this ordinance is for all the departments to communicate with you know, $20,000, the board doesn't see it. To me, that sounds very straightforward, and we're expecting that. All we're asking for is communication.
That's why I said,
We're asking.
Tiffany, I'm trying to come tell them about the bond, they won't let me in.
Okay, we're gonna let you in, one second.
And so again, this is we're instructing, you know, you can't keep doing things the same way, expecting something different.
Me neither. I can't hear shit either, DC. There's them people outside.
Well, I think it's checks and balances, and I think.
Running their fucking mouths.
Some card.
I think they even playing music out there just to be dicks.
I don't think that's right. I think it should be multiple cards because now you know who charged what. Because when they charge it, it's attached to their name. When it's one card and you gave it to all these people, now don't nobody know who spent what. But each of them are responsible for their department. That's why I say department
Right
is
in jail.
each of them are for their department. So I just think y'all should revisit this and ask the department is what they need down. They tell you right here in the open before you just put something together. Put out there. I think y'all should revisit it.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. I just want to say that I support the trustees in their caution as it relates to spending. Last board meeting I was at, we had a challenge where they were opposed to spending.
Yeah, they're having full
I voted in
conversation.
favor of paying for it. And the bills were paid. Respect being what it is, they had their challenges, and I pretty much said, the heck with your challenges, I'm just making a vote. I didn't say it that way, but I pretty much did that by voting against what they had a challenge with. One of the things that I continue to struggle with is
They better be out there about to get into a full brawl because this is some disrespectful fucking shit.
finance director, supervisor, you guys can explain it.
Oh my God, they're getting louder.
And then we can also go and talk about, we did talk about, what we need to do going forward as it relates to it. But I really need to have an understanding of what are we voting for? Why do we come to a meeting and we're voting? I mean, we're putting things on a credit card. Isn't by the time we come to a meeting, vote for it, it's already there.
Okay.
That's for certain things, but no, that's not true for multiple things, because that's why he cut checks. After you guys vote stuff, you gotta cut these checks, this is not credit card. And then as it, I'm asking, say that's your question, and you and then when it relates to, people getting paid, because it's so toxic, the stuff everybody been bought to the town, people want their money up front now. Nobody wants to wait on the check if they feel like how they done it fast, that y'all not gonna pay. So now people, they're doing work and not getting paid, especially in contract, they cut grass and then get paid. And that's heartbreaking. So now everybody wants to pay money now. Oh, we want to get paid now. That's the problem we've been faced with, because now everybody put a black eye on the township. It relates to getting their money. People don't really get paid.
Well, yeah, I would be loud if I was outside. But since I'm not outside and I'm like on here and I'm watching, it's inconvenient for me, so I'm complaining. But yes, you're right. If I were outside, I'd probably be making noise as well. You gotta be real with yourself, okay? I'm being honest. I would be outside kicking up shit. Like, if I can't hear, then y'all can't hear it either. Yes, I would.
That means you was at and you paid the bills.
Oh, here, this piece of shit go.
Hold on a minute, I didn't pay. I mean, you voted to pay the bill, that's what I'm saying, the bills got paid, like you said. On that bills list were the performers for, Thornton, taste of Thornton. In their contract,
Amazon wig.
they have certain things that you have to get. They want a service station, they want a service center.
Thank you,
They
Susan.
want a ride.
Hit the like
From the
button.
airport. I mean, this is all.
600, nice. Give me 800.
So those type of
800
things,
likes.
yes, we will have to swipe.
Please.
And for the record, all those IHOP charges was for, senior services.
Bitch, you know that was you, you liar. All them IHOP charges, all the food. Yeah, that was somebody else.
That's really the purpose of.
It's funny, that's the only thing he's thinking about, talking about, trying to justify the food, because you know it was him.
What we did last time, all the things that turned out.
And barbecue, it wasn't me. That chilies, it wasn't me.
Like the Thornton Township code, I should say, says come in, review all invoices.
Where's left foot?
And y'all can mark off whatever y'all want. I don't know what other way to do it. We got to call you all every time we're doing something. It's really almost forcing an open meetings violation, because now we're discussing township business between everybody instead of the trustees coming in and reviewing it like the code suggests it should be done. As Mr. Messi just said, we had to spend $1,500. I don't know what you're gonna do with a credit card with your limits. You really state all the limits for the public, and I think the public should hear those limits that y'all wanna put in place. But the reality of it is, most people in here aren't even gonna manage their household with those types
Waffle
of
House or nothing.
No one is doing anything. When I spoke to you about asking each one of you all, would you be available for a special meeting to pay the bill?
Excuse me. With all due respect.
That's cool. I just wanted to.
No, with all due respect. I still go back to the same question. What's the use of voting? If someone has a challenge with something that was put on a credit card and they vote not to pay,
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
and it's a majority vote not to pay that invoice, but it's already on the credit card. So what's the use of
Appreciate
voting?
it.
How would it be a majority vote to not pay the credit card charge?
They're like-
I know what I'm saying, at the state, everybody has credit cards, every government entity has a credit card, because you're gonna always have an emergency. Their job is not to look for us to say, hey, can I fix the AC? Hey, we got a water break. That's not their job. Their job is to get the job done, and us give them the resources to do it. And you put people that's equipped to handle and manage that department. Other than that, you'll put nobody in the department that you can't trust to manage that department. Go ahead.
I just wanted to finish up.
Whatever, bitch.
Earlier, y'all spoke about itemizing and breaking things down. I believe that gets a lot harder with one card. Itemize and break everything down. When you know Ms. Brown has a card, and that's for senior services. Most of them, or she has a card, and that's for me. Most of them only come to me if their card can't charge what they need at that time. I just, when you talk about you want to be able to track things and see where they are, it makes more sense for each department head to have their own credit card where all those bills.
Look at her.
Exactly what we spent.
Be careful, Tiff. Your hat wig gonna fall off.
That means Robert has to run around everywhere. He has to run around if somebody gotta go grab something. He gotta run over to Mr. Messi.
Somebody got a hat wig, y'all.
Mr. Leon in my office, quite big lately. So it's things that every department needs. But I mean, I just think she already said she's not against it, but I think the limits should be stated for the public so they can have an idea of what you all want to do.
Feds are being thorough, honey.
One more time, I still haven't. I haven't got, not for you, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to understand what happens in the case of a credit card purchase being done and there's a majority vote to not approve. It's already been paid. Is that not a valid question? Somebody tell me it is.
It's valid.
I'm gonna say, some things can definitely be returned. And it's kind of sometimes, even when you get invoices and bills, sometimes those goods are already been here on the spot. And even sometimes when you do approve a bill, you can say no, but the bills are already here, work already performed, you actually still hold it. I would say you could say that for credit cards and for checks. So you still do have the right to say no, say where you have right to say no to checks being mailed, but a lot of these bills that's in front of you, work has been performed already, you still gonna cut the check and that bidder just wait. Key example is the landscape. Like, they already cut the grass.
Oh God,
If you say no, they now pursue us and say you didn't pay us and the work wasn't performed. So same with the credit card. They did receive their money, they weren't performed, we pay them.
out there.
And say no to the credit card and we can reject the payment. And we will get the money back. But they will work performed. So I guess if you really want to, so I always look at the checks the same way. Like all these checks and bills, the work performed. You can still say no, but now they can see no. And then only other thing with Amazon, we are a $20 million hand. $5,000 a month on Amazon, that's 2 computers. So we have 2 computers out, we're in trouble. Like I just really want to say 5,000 is really low. We can look back, talk, maybe do analysis of how much we spend on Amazon. But we on Amazon, that's how we get all the information, all the supplies from Thornton Township. Every single department head has access to Amazon, goes through, they make their purchase. I mean, 5,000 is very, very, for a personal account, it was me personally, but for a $20 million organization, that's too much.
So
They buy really nice, they buy computers that have to deal with our servers. Don't let the server go down. I mean, $5,000. It really is not.
All right, thank you. With that being said, in the event that this ordinance is tabled, who works with the board to make sure that it's put in force the way that it could be equitable for everybody? There's a meeting, everybody is, what is it called? Compromise and inclusion.
I mean, if I'm invited, yeah, I definitely be, no, I want to, because this is something they put, I'm responsible, I would like to have some input. I mean, definitely, I'm responsible, but no even.
That question, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have looked at you when I asked that. Who would be involved?
Robert said he
I just wanted to say that because I know that when there was a question about certain things that was asked of the finance director, it was said that they have to go through key pricing.
Yes, it's about structural order.
Handcuffs is
So let me
coming,
give it
baby.
now.
Marcus,
Normally,
they coming.
when people run, like you said, $20 million, $50 million, there's one person they go to. It ain't you jump around to all of the departments. I was a trustee in community management, so you understand. I was trustee for 8 years in Dawson. We didn't do what y'all jump to each department. It didn't work that way. The way the mayor set it up, we went to one person, and that was Stan Irvin. Stan Irvin gave us whatever we looked for, so that they don't feel like people intimidating them, or that, oh, you harassing us. This is what we was
Like you was doing.
And we went to that one person, and that person gave us whatever we needed. So when I say that here, you are like, oh, I'm trying to stop y'all from information. It's just one central person that you get what you need from.
Which happens to be
and
you.
now you got your answers compared to, oh, now you gotta work on them while they working at work in their department. Because most don't work, but that one person gets you everything you need, and then they can send it to everybody. If it's a question for one trustee, they can send it to every single trustee or board member. So now everybody on the same page with the question.
I hate her.
So let me just say this. In the past, but not too long past, it's always, it has been said, I shouldn't say always, it's been said on many occasions, more information probably gives to you. It's been said. So that's something that now that it's saying with Chief Price, I mean, I don't have a particular problem, but I know that Robert give you information. Not to mention the fact that Robert's not as big as Keith. So I'm not as
literally.
Robert, I asked him. No, I'm sorry, no. like, now, I'm only saying that
You're
for,
writing about, I threatened you.
I'm sorry, I'm only saying that for a little
That's
bit.
why you wasn't at the meeting.
Oh, sit your
Right.
bitch. Shut
But
somebody
with
give
that
me a
being
hot dog.
said, it has been said, talk to Robert. He'll be-
Shut. Shots fired.
I want to piggyback on something that Trustee Carlisle said that I think is very, very important. And if we're gonna have these discussions, we might as well have them now.
All right.
For, what is the number, Robert? 15 years. The bills have been presented in a specific way. And now we're not gonna change it. Well, it's 2024 and there's a lot of things going on.
Year of
You
exposure.
already stated, clickbait, you name it all.
Exposure, honey. Exposure. The truth is
I'm
coming.
here to do what's best for the residents of Thornton Township.
Hit the like button.
Saying that, we have to
Hit the
acknowledge
like
that
button.
there are some times where we press for time. There are some times where, who knows what information gets sent out when it gets sent out. Through the course of conversation, I discussed with the finance director.
Oh, thank you, Cephas. Cephas love. Thank
I
you,
may
baby.
have discussed it with you. If I didn't, I apologize. That the 15 years of the way the bills have been, the warrant list has been presented, it's a little challenging. Case in point, we had a warrant list where we had 404 bills that were on the one warrant list. Granted, because we only had 1 month, 1 meeting a month, had like double that. But nevertheless, it was 404 bills. It winds up being that, as a trustee, and I can't speak for the others, it's a lot better for me when I can ask Robert to send me the list of bills by department code. And he did that. And it was great. I can identify what's for senior services, what's for youth and family services, what's for volunteer programs.
Close the
what's
fucking
for
door.
administration.
Not here. I've been living here for 30 years, and they trying to crucify her. She's like, Tiffany, let me come in and tell me how good you are. Because they trying to crucify you out here. They trying to crucify you. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you.
So, what we doing is we're gonna let the seniors in so they can speak and go back.
Yeah, she gonna let him in. She like, ooh, they gonna defend me. Yeah, let it in.
Getting the bill, the warrant list.
Yes, yes.
You can, you just said yes.
Then he stopped giving it. And he stopped giving it to us, and then he stated that it's been done this way for the last 15 years.
Well, I know that, and I know.
That was in Jones. But maybe I read it wrong.
I printed out for the blurb of one way, but I haven't emailed it.
Yep, this is live right now, Barbara. You are live with Mama.
Yes, for credit card, for credit card, pull it out. So I've been emailing it. That's but
That
the one
expectation
form
is that it will still be done.
I'm done. I printed out for the warrant books. It's like one way.
So wait, what do you wanna do with this? So this is not something. So you okay with sending it to the 20th?
The like button.
I think we should establish, the ordinance and,
The numbers are too low, they just all closed. So I think y'all should just, y'all can come back in 4 days. So why can't we just get the input from what they all.
Yes,
they
Rico.
want it every day.
Joe.
Y'all not want their input?
Edgar. Hey, boo.
Are you guys okay with tabling to Monday, or not Monday, Tuesday?
This will be my last plea. Some of these ordinances, just to give me a fair chance, you're asking me.
Angela.
Put my job on the line. Have a short meeting, 5 minutes, to talk about, hey, this some of it is kind of, I mean, Amazon Prime might just not have it, and I just don't know what would happen there. CDW is another thing. I mean, they 2 items from CDW cost more than $5,000. I mean, you're can you just
Thank you, Joanne.
sit down?
Tiff for jail.
I mean, you got, no, I'm just saying, you got a bill, you got an invoice, you're fine.
He's saying
No, no, no,
Why does this have to
Oh,
do
no,
a job on the line?
Oh, no, let me know.
You said it. I mean, that's kind of to the heart of what we're dealing with here, exactly what you just said.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that really is it, Robert. And not to mention, that's your job, Robert. That's your job.
Oh, she always act like she
You're
frustrated.
supposed to be our gatekeeper. You're supposed to be a gatekeeper. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, no.
Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. Appreciate you.
What I'm asking for an increase, and it's just have a meeting to talk to you about, looking an opportunity not to fail, is page 4 to net 30, where you're saying Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club, I'm thinking the CDW, Amazon, should not exceed 5,000.
Shopping on Amazon.
What I'm saying is, some of our 30 accounts is our West Gas. Our gas was $5,000. So I don't know if you guys just cut off the gas. I mean, that's the question right there. That is one of our costs. So I'm just saying that the way this is written is very unfair. Not even giving me an opportunity. If you give me the opportunity, that's my thing. The West, when you see the West bill, that is a charge. That's a net 30 account. It's over 5,000. So you're going to cancel all the West gas. I mean, I guess that's for the Lord, of course. I don't. So that's why I'm asking: can we talk to them?
Yeah,
I mean, this is.
Okay, guys, because I want to let the people in, so.
One of the things I think one of the challenges is, I know I can speak for myself. I asked for a lot of information, and the administration does not cooperate and give me information. I even submitted FOIA requests that haven't been responded to. So it seems like the only time administration wants to talk to us is when they're meeting with you guys. And again, I don't feel like any of us don't want to work with administration. We try. Sometimes I want the information. We don't do a lot of responses. We want the administration to work with us across the board, not just when it works for you guys, but again, checks and balances. We're responsible for money that you guys spend. I want to know what I'm being held responsible for. And if you guys don't provide us with information or provide us with further questions and invoices, I don't feel comfortable voting on certain things because I don't know. And people walk around with naive and oblivious, but there are a lot of things going on. And so if I'm agreeing to pay something, I want to know what I'm agreeing to pay. And administration don't want to work with us to give us information. I've asked about accounts, I've asked about certain departments, I've asked about a lot of stuff, and we don't get the information we need, which makes it tough for us to do our job freely or, not fearfully, because again, we're responsible for money we don't spend, and there's not always accountability and transparency out there. So again, I think there needs to be policy and procedure in place. But again, the administration has to be willing to communicate with us via email. That's my preferred communication.
She would get closer to this microphone.
I just think that needs to be across the board and not one that's only one.
Smell that microphone. That's how close you need to be.
Tuesday to go over their plan.
I think we implement it and then, moving forward.
We just told you the day-to-day stopped, the operation stopped. They all just told you.
It doesn't stop, Rob.
It does. It's only $1,000, so it stops. He just told you a computer costs more than that. He just told you a web account, whatever it is, costs more than that. So every department he just told you. Are you guys okay? Are you okay with changing?
Fuck you, I ain't changing shit. Well, if that's what you want, I'm not gonna do it. How about that?
Is there a second to table? A second.
Don't let her suck you in.
All right, is there a motion to second to table?
She lying. Talking about these computers. Can't take them to prison with you.
I second it to table to, the board meeting too.
I know. Can't hear a motherfucking thing. Cause these people outside running their
Gonzalez?
fucking mouth. My bad.
Henyard?
Yes.
Five vote.
Don't pass. I mean, there's nothing. No on the table, no pass, anything. All right, next thing on the agenda.
Yeah, what's next?
Is there a motion to
The light
approve
bouton.
an ordinance to regulate the use of
How many lights I got?
township merchandise for personnel, promotion by elected and appointed officials? Is there a motion? Is there a
Cash
second?
is
The
under her
motion second,
mattress.
any
That's where it's
discussion?
at, Chief. Chef Life. It's under her mattress. That's where the money at.
Any discussion?
It's my guess.
Hi, y'all, look, I can't put an agenda together and don't got nothing to say about the agenda you put together.
Yeah, we can. We can do whatever the fuck we want, just like you did. We can cross our fingers and wish for the feds to show
Why
up.
is on the agenda? It's not
Oh, I wish there were some feds knocking on your back door.
Tell them why is it on the agenda? What is it?
Cause you put it there, bitch.
Nobody? No?
That part.
At the end of the day, our job is to serve the township.
Edgar. What's going on, Edgar? Edgar Reed.
Ordinances in place, for whatever reason.
That light
At the end of
bouton.
the day, everybody gets.
How many lights I got? I can't see it.
For the township. Things and sure, you gotta do is show to you.
It's their audio. Their audio sucks ass.
Not just showing you some days in the park. Anybody that showed up, you see their picture on here. You see Colonel Carlisle.
I've turned it up some.
Girl, we Photoshop. Girl, stop. We don't get out like that. So anyway, you see other trustees in the thing here, and then you got our calendar. We got all our events and different stuff, and then you go look at us again on the back. So I got plenty of things just to show you that everybody's included. You show up, they take pictures of stuff.
God, she made herself a calendar girl. I love my calendar girl.
Say anything, you don't say the truth. Call her up.
Tiffany, you are not a calendar girl, honey. Okay? Maybe a calendar cockroach. A calendar cockatoo, maybe.
Somebody put the cash up in. Dollar sign.
I love my calendar cockatoo. Ooh,
Trustee
yeah.
Gonzalez?
Ooh.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee
Her
Carlisle?
hair is the color of a roach. It's
Supervisor
not.
Henyard.
That's a roach color. German roach.
Motion
Yes, it is.
passed.
All right, next on the agenda, we got one more, is.
Oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you,
You
baby.
got to put the contracts on here. Is there a motion to approve the 3 additional contractors for lawn mowing
Thank you,
and
Potato Chip.
maintenance services
Appreciate
at
you.
$35 per fund?
Hit the like
Is there a
button.
motion? Is there a second? It's been a motion and second. Any discussion?
Yes, the roaches. We are the roaches, and we're proud
So
of
on this
we
part, we're
are.
gonna allow, the residents that want to talk about the lawn care, you can let them come in.
Y'all put some colorful emojis in the chat for mama. Ooh, somebody tell me how many likes I
One by
got.
one, so they can speak as on the discussion stage, or the lawn care. But just the lawn care, because anything else is we still in discussion. For those that don't know what has happened,
Oh, you think they're gonna be quiet because they talk about the lawn care?
The lawn care. What has happened with the lawn care? This board has voted to basically, bring the contractors in, but they refused to pay the contractors. The last board meeting, they voted not to pay them when they voted for them to have an actual contract. When they voted for their contract, they should have paid them out for the service that they provided, but they did not pay them out. So it's been basically 2 months since, the vendors have had their, pay. So I am confused in a sense of them even coming back because we didn't pay them. And it's sad in my heart because you won't have seniors, which we had a big bingo today for those that didn't know, news, downstairs, and they was really hurt by them not being able to get the services, for the lawn care, that they pay. They paid Thornton Township for a service, so we clear. It's a portion, yeah, but they still pay for a service. The board voted for, 3 contractors, and then they said that if the other 3 came down to $35, that they will basically include them as well. The board was advised that if they did not get contractors when school.
Oh, really? I got
goes back,
1,000?
which is
No way.
middle of August,
that
that
really?
basically, we have no one to cut
I got
the grass.
1,000 likes.
And that was the purpose for contractors. But yet, the board chose not to pay them.
So
anything.
sweet.
Last meeting, myself and trustee Darlene Gray Evers, the only 2 that voted to pay everybody, including the contractors, meaning for the volunteers. Trustee Carmen Collins, trustee Chris Gonzalez was the only 2 that voted not to pay anybody, including the county members that work here too. They voted not to pay not a soul. So I'm just pointing that out because it's sad because the residents still pay us to get their service, but yet we didn't pay the contractor to go and cut the grass. So then therefore.
We see what happened in Dalton though.
They then started getting tickets from different
Gotta tell.
the cities they live in, whether it's South Holland, Kansas City, Riverdale, whoever gave them a ticket, they then bought
Tiffany's like Diddy. You gotta tell Tiffany no.
to the township. Now, guess what? That's
You gotta
why we
tell
have
her
to
no.
pay out the
You gotta tell her no.
If they signed up for a service here at Thornton Township. But this is how big the problem has gotten, because they chose to pay politics and not pay vendors that they voted for
not the
to get a
politics.
contract to cut the grass in the first place. So, I just wanna give you some truth and some facts to what's out there.
Nah,
and
not
what's
yet.
not
Not yet,
out.
Texas. Thank you,
So,
boo.
the residents
Appreciate you.
downstairs,
Yes.
this is one resident coming in every big hole, and she is one that gets the lawn care. So I just wanted them to come in to talk to y'all, so y'all get a different narrative.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, fake news.
She gonna tell us-
Haters, but only
she
what
gonna tell us
y'all
how great
do,
you
so
are.
y'all can talk to the people that have the services being affected. So.
Hello, everyone. My name is Belinda Williams, and I've been a resident of South Holland for almost 30 years.
Okay.
I cannot believe there's so many people out there trying to crucify Tiffany, and she is so wonderful. I am an accountant, but you never know where life gonna find you walking. Because you gotta be careful how you treat somebody in the storm, because the weather changes daily.
She said she let me borrow this wig. She's so wonderful.
Here I am, a prominent person, an accountant, end up getting cancer, end up having an aneurysm, so it found me in an unfamiliar place.
Oh, okay.
Divorce,
Well, I
kids
guess we
grown.
can't clown you now.
She has a lawn care service.
I hate when people say stupid shit and then tell you some sickness they got.
I have a big house. They come by, they cut my grass. That's
Right.
one thing I don't
So,
have to worry about.
People
This
dying all
cancer
over the
medicine I'm
world.
taking makes me where I can't walk. Well, here I found myself unfamiliar in
now
a
you can't
walker.
walk? Damn.
And I'm walking where I never thought I would be. I'm listening to these people out here, and it saddens me that everybody want to crucify you. It's
Yes.
like everybody got horns.
Uh-huh.
This lady is so wonderful. I don't see her doing anything wrong. And believe me, if they knew something, they'd bring it out. They
And we
only have
do.
assumptions.
Oh my
But the
God.
lawn care service and the food
The feds didn't show up for nothing, honey.
service is something that I need. And she is wonderful.
Okay. Thank you. Great. All right.
And that's all I got to say.
Okay. Now, she gonna ask for that wig back though, just so you know. She ain't gonna let you keep it. She ain't gonna let you keep that wig, honey. I know you have hopes and dreams and aspirations. But she gonna insist you give it back, okay? She love her roach-colored wigs. She love them. Her roach-colored wigs are what get her by. They get her through the day. I hate when they do that. They be like, oh, I got 18,000 ailments. So you can't make fun of me. I'm like, the hell I can't.
Hi, my name is Gloria Red. I'm coming here about the lawn care.
Oh, Courtney Red, what's up?
I have a lot of medical issues that you can't. I don't have anybody else live with me to do lawn care.
No.
The lawn care service, if they come out, it's like $35 a week. Through the village is by income. So security check does not pay for $35 a week lawn care, snow removal, and all this stuff that we have here, and the service getting cut. We get the lunch from $150. If you take that away, sometimes we get extra meals like that to help with the budget. Food is so high, so every little bit helps. So please keep the lawn service for the seniors, disabled.
Yes, keep the lawn service.
Anything else?
Okay, we heard.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, keep the lawn service. Jesus, of course. Not everybody got grandkids that they can make cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? It's been all this time.
Hello, everybody. My name
Cute
is
hair.
Will Scott.
That's gonna be
I've been
me,
a
y'all, in the
resident
future.
of Dalton for 34 years. I want to ask, who's responsible for our street lights being on? I've called Public Works, I leave 5 times. I haven't had street lights in 1 month almost. I live on a main street. I live on MLK. I even talked to you before about this. We have no street lights.
This is not public comment, this is strictly about mine. So public comment comes up a little further down the agenda. Right now, we are on the agenda item, we're talking about the time.
Okay.
So that you'll get the opportunity to speak, but not right now.
I am on the ZAP program.
Okay, so you wanna talk about lawn care?
Yes, I went 3 weeks without a cut. I called ZAP. They did say, okay, you on the list. They never came out. Finally, I called Stan Brown. And I don't know what he did, but all of a sudden, I did finally get a cut.
Hey, that's up,
So I
Stan
would like
Brown.
to
That's
know
the
whether I
man.
would
I
continue
like
to
me some
get a
Stan
cut.
now. He done won me
That's what
over.
we're discussing now, so we basically want you guys to speak to the board, because they're the ones that voted not to pay the vendors to keep cutting your grass. So that's why you went without for all the time. So right now, we have a discussion to bring the vendors in to cut.
Okay, thanks.
You welcome.
Look at her hair. Ooh, girl, you fly, honey. That's gonna be me, honey. When all my grades is in, I'm gonna be like, just kidding, I ain't doing shit. It's gonna be a ponytail. All I can do. That's all you gonna get. You'll see my grades. My grades is coming. They're damn near taking over, in fact. All that. Ooh, look at that. Silver. Silver. She's silver, honey. She's silver.
And inside of that, the youth.
Oh, look at it. Oh, look at all that gray. Ooh, she's silver. She's silver.
And in that, there's loans that is over right back. I've been out.
Leave my view.
You don't have the rest.
Who pays for the free shit? I know that's right. Who paying for this free shit? Hit the like button.
We need help. We need help.
Who is over here whispering?
And overseeing the vendors.
It must be this guy.
Is something that we do. They do have to take pictures with the tablets and we can go back and check to make sure.
Yeah, it's him. It's this guy talking.
I don't, whatever else is needed, that's what we'll do. But we do need help with assistance to make sure that we make it through this year and whatever we should do to make a change to next year. We should, implement that so that we can have that done.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So from the last board meeting until now, you're saying that no grass is cut?
So here, from the last board meeting to now, what has happened is the vendors stopped cutting. And then the vendors stopped cutting, I received phone calls from vendors asking about. I told the vendors that you're gonna get paid. You have to make the choice whether or not we're in a situation where we've never been in. The township will pay the people. How do I know? They didn't vote the family, That what you're saying is a good question, but here,
Inside of that, we've never been where we are now. And so inside of that, I don't even know if I'm gonna get paid. But I pray every day and perform a job faithfully that I do more work than you could ever imagine. So should I suggest I not collect because you can tell me whether or not?
No, I'm only asking from the standpoint that I would have the expectation that the vendor would get paid. I don't know, the details of the last week, things of that nature. I know that we did agree on contractors previously, and these contractors that are being asked for right now are contractors from my understanding.
She ain't interrupting because she only let the people in who are okay with her. That's why nobody who's in the room is saying anything.
Come on, people.
Nobody in the room is against her.
Because there was one vendor.
Except
that
for,
did
you
not
know,
submit
people who work here.
He didn't put a fee down at all. And then some put a fee, I remember the fee. One was like $45, one was $52, something to that nature. So with that being said, granted, and it continues to be the mindset. I hope that everybody here has the interest of all of the residents of Thornton Township at heart. I really would. And missteps are missteps. You know, so the fact that there was some missteps.
Tiffany shopping at Amazon. That's who's shopping at
It's
Amazon.
always our need and opportunity to correct those missteps. So with that being said, the contractors, we have to admit it was late in the game when we started even selecting them, and now we are here where we are. That has nothing to do with the fact that they didn't get paid the last time, which means that now they're saying that they're not cutting grass anymore. But hopefully today is something that's going to happen where
the
they
light
are getting
bouton
paid,
for Mama
and
P.
we're going to be selecting more to allow more people to cut grass.
Right, but I just wanna, before you start, Tony, I just wanna make it clear to the board that I just think that you guys should pay everybody. I don't think nobody should get voted on for a contract and then come to work and then a month later, you know, one more than 2 months, a month later, say, I'm not paying. They figure the way out, paying their staff every 2 weeks for that entire month, that's what I'm thinking, figure it out. And then no one's gonna get paid, and that month come, and then nobody pays it. What these two trustees did was wrong. Reason why it's wrong, and I'm talking about Trustee Carmen and Trustee Chris, on not voting for something they voted for prior to come to the meeting. They didn't even pay them. They didn't even vote to pay themselves. They didn't vote to pay nothing. And that's where it becomes disheartening. Because when nobody believe in the township, your word is not your bond. If you told somebody got a contract, they are expecting to get paid. They are not expecting to come and be part of the chaos over here at Thornton Township. They're expecting us to do what's right. I had the bill, y'all put it on this list, but when it was time to pay them a month ago, now it's been 2 months. 2 months going by. Just imagine, you're a senior and you don't get your grass cut. Or you're a senior and you're on a walker, wheelchair, and you can't get out to cut the grass. But now you get tickets. That's another burden on the resident, because now who gonna pay that? That's my issue. All I want people to do is do what's right. All I want is us to move forward and not talk about shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because that's spilled milk. Can't cry over that anymore. Spilled is done. Now what do we do now? How do we fix it now? That's the answer. And fix it now is paying their money they've been waiting forever. Not putting this together like this and picking out who's gonna pay when people all did the work. They all got families.
My bad.
What would you do if you didn't have way to pay your family?
This gain down.
You did the work. You're gonna be at that job every day.
Sorry, I had my gain up too much.
And that's what they do. And unfortunately, the staff get the burden of all that. They get all the smoke for y'all decisions. So like he's saying, he now had to double work. He now had to jump in because Stan basically quit, retired, quit, whatever. So basically, he does Stan's job and his job. We don't pay him for to do double jobs, but he jumped in to help.
And transportation, however.
Right.
What I will say is that I apologize.
Thank you, core mankind. Appreciate you.
We have vehicles and transportation that's at the dealer and other things, but it's those people that's at the township that's asking vendors to do work. And you're right, I don't know if anyone's gonna get paid. I don't even know if I'm gonna get paid. So I'm gonna fall back and stand down and just won't do nothing.
Yeah, comic book villain.
100%, every time I come here, every single day.
Hopefully you take that personally.
I did, because I felt like you just came after me, and
The question was, how do you know? Because you know.
And you're absolutely, no, but you're absolutely right, I don't know. Don't none of us know, because we are not in your position.
I didn't mean to be offensive to you, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, I'm not in your position, I can't make any
Can I say
decisions.
something?
I apologize, because I'm not
Anybody else
less of a
want
man.
Can I say something? And I see both perspectives, but Supervisor made a good point. She said, our decisions cause grief for you. And guess what? We don't want the administration's decisions to cause grief for us either, because there have been things in the past that have come up that have been voted on, and then later it was questioned. So we understand how you feel, but guess what? We're responsible for millions of dollars, and we have to make sure we know what's going on. It's our job. So we don't want you guys to be suffering. That's not our intention. And I can speak for myself, and I think for every other person up here, it's not our intentions to see the staff suffer. But again, we're in a very hot climate right now. Just as you guys suffer for our decisions, we don't want to suffer for anybody else's decisions. And that's why we're trying to move forward in a positive, productive, and healthy way, not just for the residents, for the staff, but for us as a board as well. So again, it's not to make anyone suffer, to bring harm, or to cause ill feelings. It's not that. And so I just want to be very clear that I understand. I think if people work should get paid, but I think that there has to be a system in place that says, hey board, this is what's going on, this is the record. It has to be communication, because again, just as you're responsible to speak to the constituents and tell them what's going on, we're responsible too. People are holding us responsible. This is a very important job that we have to do, and so we have to make sure that we're diligent about just making sure everything is in order, and that's all we're saying. So
Tiffany's shaking her fucking head for.
I think there's always more than one perspective.
Okay, but look, stop. I just can't stand when people stuff in their life. That like bothers my soul. Hold on, you can make a statement, but be truthful in your statement, trustee, because you do sit here and allow people to suffer. Because if you truly care, you would not done on people like that a month ago, when you sat here and didn't vote to pay nobody. And the supervisor,
can't stand this bitch.
Both of y'all to pay them people, including the staff. And you sat here and didn't pay them. So stop with the lie. I think people should get paid. I think they should. Then why didn't you vote to pay them? We wouldn't even be in this boat. Hold on. We wouldn't even be in this boat if you would have paid those people that you voted to give a contract to. Y'all voted to give them a contract. So why didn't y'all, hold on. Why didn't you guys, ain't no tabling when it comes to, look, trustee, ain't no tabling when it comes to that. You didn't table. Why didn't you vote to pay the people when you voted to give them the contract? When you vote to give anybody a contract, let me educate you on this. Their job, that's what you need. You need this lesson. So when you vote, they're thinking they got a contract, meaning guaranteed money, guaranteed work for however long you voted for that contract. So when they go to work and doing the will of the people, right? Cutting that grass, no matter what. While you at home chilling, while you up here keeping up chaos, they still cutting grass for that senior, right? Then a month go by, we have a board meeting and we say, hey, y'all gonna pay the vendors, you're gonna pay everybody, and then you two, you and Chris, sit here and say, no, we didn't pay nobody, not a soul. That's not right. That is not how you run government. That is not how you run your household.
Yeah, you're supposed to steal the money.
But yet y'all did that. So you talking about you want to do no harm to the staff. The staff suffered. They the one was without a check. They the one was asking and begging and pleading, can I get paid? When I'm gonna get paid? What y'all gonna do? Man, I ain't coming to just work for nothing. Most people live check to check. But you guys didn't do anything about that. And we beg and plead with you guys to pay everybody, including the ones you voted for a contract for, and you didn't pay them. So now we got this bigger problem off of your decision, but these was your decisions, which is, hey, we 2 months behind. Hey, supervisor, we still ain't getting our grass cut. We still got the problem. People getting tickets, costing the township more money because we got to pay the ticket because they under our service, but we didn't do the service. That makes no sense. Then we had even more problems. Y'all right paid for the food vendors, which was for senior services. They eat every single week. Every week. They depend on those meals. $1.50, $2. This is what I mean, y'all don't care. But we had to deal with that. Us, the staff, us, youth and family. Did you go pick them kids up? Did you figure out how they was gonna do whatever they was gonna do? No.
No.
Did you know what routine that each person do every day? Transportation, how we buy gas? How do we get from A to B? How? When the trucks break down, I don't get these complaints, but these are problems we had, but off of y'all decisions, because y'all not paying people. These are everyday vendors, everyday expenses.
Almost sound like a grandstand, don't it?
But y'all want to cut stuff. Just $5. Oh, just this. You don't run day to day. Y'all even ask. That's why I keep saying y'all legislate. You don't run day to day. Ask them their opinion of what they need, what should be structured. And then they sit there pleading with you, especially Robert Hunt, pleading with you. Hey, don't put that in there. Hey, since you're going to make me responsible, let me have some input. No, you ain't getting no input. I'm still going to do what I want to do. That's what you said. You did not give me an opportunity, but you got his name in the ordinance, a law that y'all want to make. But he can't get a say-so on what it is if he runs day to day. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not thinking. Y'all thinking for self. That's how y'all moving, and that's not right. Y'all gotta do better. We should not be here arguing about bills that should have been paid on contracts y'all voted for.
Let me ask you a question. So I had a few contractors call me, or vendors, or I don't know how you say it, but they said they submit their bills and you don't put them on the warrant. So why do you pick and choose who should be paid and who shouldn't? Because again, we have people that say they've sent bills to you several times, they haven't been paid to the bill.
All right, so first of all, let's be crystal clear. I don't do nothing with bills, and you know that. So every department handles their own bills, and they all kept telling you this. So stop trying to do that, because that makes you look ugly. So when it comes to a bill, they talk to Key Price, right? Key Price handles whatever is broken that you guys create. Y'all mess, y'all function, y'all dysfunction. Let me say that. So stop just throwing stuff out. They say they talk to you. Nobody talk to me. Nobody. They talk to staff. So when they put it on the list, hold on. When they put it on the list, because I don't do invoices, and you know that.
Look at her lawyer,
Each
y'all.
department does their invoices.
Look at this guy.
I will tell you that, and you know that because you worked on this.
Look at him.
You all input it. You all input
Is he even real?
Put it in the system. So how would I know whatever bill you have? Kermit, stop.
Look.
This ain't nothing but bait stuff you trying to do. So let's stick to what I'm saying. You didn't pay the vendors. Are you gonna pay the vendors now? Are you gonna pay the vendors now? So you gonna pay them now? Oh, you still, so why y'all put it on the agenda if you still not?
I don't even think that's the real lawyer.
So are you gonna do it? Are you gonna pay it? Are you gonna pay it? You said no, no. So let's see, call the roll.
That bitch went and bought a cardboard cutout of her lawyer.
On this business for the grass cutting.
Damn, Tiffany. Hard times. Hard times.
Go ahead.
The one thing about it is I'm
Anybody go ahead, call the roll, please.
That's right. That's
Trustee
right.
Carlisle?
Yes.
She's a big lawyer.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henyard?
Thank you, Madison. Appreciate you, boo.
Okay, next on the agenda is discussion of passing full fees. We have to go close session for that, so prior to that, we're gonna allow, public comment. Public comment, you have 3 minutes. After public comment, we were going to close discuss the last agenda item. So,
Edna Boston?
yep, go right here to the mic, you got it. You want to time?
If everybody up here says something nice, then we know I'm right. She only let her buddies in.
My name is Edna Boston. I'm a resident of South Holland. For 15 years, I've been a resident of Thornton Township for about 46 years. And I've never seen what I'm seeing now, which is why I come to this meeting. So I did write some notes here. And I noticed that, well, you know who you are, I don't, that people are holding you responsible in your positions, and you're absolutely right. I'm holding you responsible as a resident. I remember all of the talk going on about how much Tiffany was making, and actually I assumed that everyone else on the board was volunteer. Yeah, I did. And then I had to go and research for myself, and I said, wait a minute. Everybody getting a big paycheck. How often do they have to show up? And what are they doing when they get there? I'm angry. I feel when you show up at these meetings, I don't care if you had to beg, ball, and steal to get the information that you need to make intelligent decisions that will affect this community. Once the amenities are gone, they don't come back. I know this. I lived in Harvey. We had plenty of amenities. They went away. I lived in Dalton.
She let all her
the
millions
amenities go away. We had a pool, we had different
you,
things
Pam.
going on in Dalton. Okay, when the amenities leave, I leave. Now I'm in South Holland. I don't want to see the amenities in South Holland or Thornton Township go away anymore. Enough is enough. You kids need to put your toys away, show up at these meetings, prepared to make intelligent, thoughtful decisions. If you're not capable of that,
Yeah, tell Tiffany she need to be here on time too. Tell her that. No?
the income that you're receiving from my tax dollars, you don't deserve it. And I'm meaning that. I'll run for this office because I'm mad enough to
She
stand
said
up
she don't
for
even
it.
live in Thornton. What's she talking about?
And if you're not willing to fight for it instead of fighting to get your vision seen and your vision seen and no, but I think it should be this way and I hate them. You don't have to like each other. I understand that's politics. You don't have to like each other, but you should be able to come to the table to do what's right for the community and its residents.
She's trying to be slick.
We're not all Democrat. We're not all Republican.
She's trying to be slick. She's trying to take up for Tiffany without saying it because she don't want to get booed.
But for that, you need to be
She's
able to
trying to-
come together.
You know.
And if you're not at a level of intelligence that you can come together at a table and make intelligent decisions, give up your role. Stop
Yeah, Tiffany,
fighting.
just give up. Just
You want
stop.
the newspapers here?
Come on, the
So what?
newspaper
So
here.
you get your 5 minutes of fame?
Oh, come on. That's been 5
You know,
Yep,
what is the point?
See, look at her nodding.
I know when Zuccarelli was here, I didn't see.
Telling you, told you that's these are her homies. She only let her homies in the building. She only let her homies in the room. That's why those people are yelling outside. Because she only let people, that's why it's so quiet. That's why nobody in here is saying anything. They ain't laughing at her. They ain't doing nothing. That's why, because these are all her homies. She thinks she's so fucking slick.
See all of this. And now I'm wondering, is it because he was a white male? Help me, somebody get this.
Look at her.
Help me understand. I sit here and I see people on the road with me heckling and making little snide comments.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
I understand you don't have to like what's being said. I don't like everything I hear. But it's just disrespectful. If you come here with your disrespect in your hand, you should have stayed outside the door. But no, you came here to support your guy. It's like a little fan club. I see you meeting together outside hugging and yeah, it's like you
who's
decided
bullying
already
now?
what you're gonna do.
Who's bullying now? Okay. Well, since you done took it amongst yourself to be a bully, I'm gonna talk about your wig. It ain't right. It ain't right. Take it off. It ain't right.
Your minds are not open to receive anything fresh or engaging.
Oh, now they
So
stupid.
why are you here anyway? Your mind is already made up.
Bitch, so
I
is
thought that
yours.
we were coming to these things to have something to open up to.
Your wig is
Refresh
frazzled.
me. I'm sitting here going, I'm trying to understand.
Oh, is you? Oh, is you?
And then nobody can
I
tell.
thought you was just kissing up.
But okay, thank you.
Is that 3 minutes? Now, who's next? Let's see.
Sharon Hudson.
Yeah, that was bullying. That was bullying. She was bullying.
Barbara. I don't know, the last name starts with an L.
That's me.
This young lady right
Okay.
here.
Oh,
Could just
I
leave
can't
the
make
mic.
fun of Gam Gam. I'm not heartless. I don't care what she say. I can't make fun of her.
I just got 3 sentences.
I refuse.
There's a whole lot of people out in this hallway that have something to say about what's going on in this township. I've been living out here for 48 years. I've never seen such carrying on in my life. You gotta stop. It's been 8 months since they've been picking on that lady. I don't know if it's just her or if it's the work with her. I don't have the inner circle. I don't know what's going on
What was
here.
that?
But something needs to give. It needs to stop.
Yes, prison. She need to go prison.
All of you.
Ooh, don't yell at me, Gam Gam.
Search your souls
Oh, come
and
on.
find out what you can do
Don't be like that, Gam
to
Gam.
clear this up, because the world knows about all of this garbage.
I mean, come
I'm
on.
sick of it. Every night on TV.
Gam Gam's right.
I mean, I'm just tired of it. Please make Thornton Township safe again. And
Oh,
have us
damn.
all
be
Let the trumper in the building.
fellows and love each other, as he says all the time.
Oh, thank you, Gam Gam. Love you, Gam Gam. Oh.
Any other seniors outside?
Any other seniors outside?
Oh, bless her heart.
Everybody gone?
Why did you rubbing on her back like that, sir?
That's what she was.
Okay, I didn't like that. Did you see? He was rubbing. He's like, hey. You know what? You better get your hands off my Gam Gam, okay? Leave my Gam Gam alone.
Sharon Coleman,
If I get grandkids, they gonna call me Gam Gam.
is she outside? Did someone see the Sharon Coleman outside?
Fingers crossed.
Sharon Coleman.
Gam Gam.
Yeah, Sharon Coleman.
I know. Gam Gam.
Deborah Reeves,
Like Gam Gam.
Deborah Reeves. Michael Smith,
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? I just have a few things.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody that sits up there states that they're for the people. But it's hard to tell that you guys are for the people because it seems like everything is a knick-knack, paddywhack for Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. Give a dog a bone. Got it.
So we're not gonna pay bills.
Okay.
Tiffany bills, I'm quite sure should be paid. So by not paying bills, it's not hurting Tiffany, it's hurting who y'all say y'all looking out for, which is the citizens. I'm lost. The senior citizens, the services that y'all are not paying for them.
Just pay all the bills.
Crazy.
Pay everything.
Everybody want to throw out the citizens for sitting at the board. We care. You don't. You strictly do not care. You wake up at 4:00 in the morning and look on Facebook.
She said, look, I want to be in $8 million debt just like Dalton. That's what she said.
It's about Tiffany. It sickens me.
Give her
that
what she
people
want.
Are not sleeping.
I want my
shitting, or
$8 million
eating,
debt
thinking
too.
About Tiffany, like it said, I'll be at work for 12 hours. Look on Facebook, Tiffany. 4:00 in the morning. The post was just made 3 minutes ago. It said that it's so
hilarious.
much hate for her, but it's supposed to be so much love for the citizens. But it's rubbing off on the citizens how y'all feel for her, which is crazy.
No, it ain't. I love the citizens. Still.
Y'all need to do better. Pancake pastor over there, y'all just not right. Y'all just not doing right.
Oh, we can't get right. Poor little us just can't get right.
Against Tiffany, who cares? It's life. Everybody not gonna like her.
All right, hood booger.
But at the end of the day,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Sorta. Kind of meant it. A little bit mean. My bad. Sorry.
Grass getting cut, no, nothing's gonna happen with that. So it's just like, it's crazy. Y'all need to do better.
Do better. Bitches do better. That's what she said. What I tell you? I tell you, everybody inside this room, okay? Everybody in this room is Tiffany. These are Tiffany's peoples, okay? Hey, Rosalind. She want everybody to just go ahead and pay for all this stuff. Just go and pay for all the stuff. You know, until ain't no money left. Oh, here come this bitch. What you gotta say, sir?
One thing I want to say to this
Let me guess.
board,
You love
don't
Tiffany?
cut
She's so great.
your nose off to spite your face. You're going to have to face these same ordinances again, whether the supervisor is sitting there or not. But
Yeah.
guess what? I'm gonna be sitting here watching to see you repeal them. I'm gonna be watching because I know how boards work and how they organize. They do things against one administration, then a new administration come in, we flip it, we change it. Keep the same things you got in place. Don't change it, because I'm gonna be here. The other thing I want to talk about,
If the shit ain't working, why would they keep it?
Trustees, your communications are foiable when you sit in board meetings and you text one another. So to Mr. Gonzalez and to Ms. Carlisle, I would like my FOIA request answered. If I do not get it answered within the time frame, I am going to the Illinois Attorney General's office. Because as board members, you cannot sit in meetings and text one another. You can't do it. Your information becomes foiable. That is the FOIA law. Read it.
That's hilarious. And Tiffany has the nerve to be over there shaking, nodding her fucking head. Bitch, you've been hiding stuff forever.
Thing I
Okay?
want to talk about is
These
It's
motherfuckers
sad how
lost
we
their
do our
mind.
seniors and our youth.
Uh-huh.
We got seniors that live in Riverdale. They talk about their grass being high.
Riverdale.
And they did receive tickets.
Okay.
And I encourage them to come to the board meetings and talk to the trustees.
All right.
Because they voted no
Okay.
to not get your line cut.
Ooh.
You took an oath in office. And your oath of office was that you would do right by the Constitution, the state of Illinois, and Thornton Township.
If they're like,
If you're not going to do right, step down. Step down. There's other people that would love to take those seats and provide services for the people. Again, stop with the senseless attacks against the supervisor. Because guess what? You're not hurting her. You hurting the seniors. You hurting my grandmother that's been living in this township for over 80-some years.
Yeah, that I live in her basement,
They can't receive
right?
food services that she depend on. She depend on getting her rent paid by Thornton Township. Those are things
Why you ain't
that
paying
you guys got to think about when you're having
Why you ain't paying her rent, sir?
and hurt. You're hurting.
You in the basement? Why you
You're
living in-
hurting people. When you sit as a legislator job is to come to legislate.
Oh, yeah.
To put things in place in order
Become the
to
legislate?
help
That
the common
English?
goal of the township.
Okay.
The common goal. We got young people committing suicide on a daily basis.
Hey, watch
that
your
can
mouth.
use some services, can use some help. But we cut. We cut. I don't see any of the trustees.
Is it because the grass wasn't cut? I mean, why?
Riverdale.
Why do you bring
I
that
didn't
up?
see any of the trustees out there to greet the residents, whether you
You
like
like-
her or not. They voted for you. They voted for
Look
you.
at Tiffany. She
They
like,
deserve
yeah.
to see your face.
All these people support me.
They deserve to see your face.
That's right. I got people
stop
love me because I'm good.
With the senseless stuff because it's hurting our township.
I'm good at my job.
You
Right,
can't
Tiff?
go nowhere without somebody bringing it up. Thornton Township.
Thank you.
That's sickening. Come
up.
on.
Your time is up. Shut the fuck up. There you go. Bye. Go back to your mother's basement. Look at that. And then he go back to stand in this corner.
Is there a Samantha Beard out here?
It's not fair that somebody who literally rides in the car with her gets to come up and speak. He's standing over there because he's in the he be riding in the car with her.
Testing.
He's probably her
I assume
driver.
most of you know about the canary in the coal mine syndrome.
Oh, here we go.
If you all, anybody read the Lightfoot reports, get everything by the numbers starting from 2021. There's no disputing these numbers. They came directly out of.
Thornton Township.
No.
Thornton
When you all
Township.
have Stan Brown coming to our meetings.
Yep.
Talk about Thornton.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
He could come and read the dictionary if he wants. Yes, he does. Read anything he wants.
I noticed. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No.
Whatever you want to talk about.
I'm going to talk
you can
about.
stuff.
I am going to talk about.
You can
I
talk
am going to
about.
talk. Excuse me. I can't talk about anything if you can keep interrupting me.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Your 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Thank you.
got your 3 minutes.
Okay, here's the deal. Our town, which is part of Thornton Township, has been devastated and decimated by the current administration, and they're bringing that same thing right here to Thornton Township.
Yes, there
All
you go.
have to do is look at the patterns. There's a pattern of not responding to, believe it or not, FOIA requests.
Thank
FOIA
you.
requests were illegally taken from the clerk and given to one of the cronies, who is currently now turning state's evidence against our own personal Al Capone, or if you prefer, New Jack City.
I love this man.
I mean, we've been through all this. You can tell what the aims are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is not a reality show. These numbers have affected us deeply.
Bring up the feds,
We had a
honey.
$5 million surplus, which is reduced to almost a $4 million deficit within a 3-year period.
Damn.
I mean, these are numbers that came out of the current administration, and much more to come. Now, if you want to talk about FOIAs, and you want to talk about Open Meetings Act, we have 30-something people out here. Myself, I've been over there for over 2 hours, standing out there for over 2 hours, just waiting to get in, even though there were seats available in here. And that is also FOIAble. I have several communications from the Attorney General.
I love this man.
I talked to one of them today. You got a little stuff coming down the road. You could ignore it if you like, but it's coming. Because your violations here and in Dalton, which again, I remind you, is part of Thornton Township, whether you want to realize it or not.
Yes.
So you cannot continue to not accommodate the people and violate our civil rights, which is what happens when we have to stand out there for over 2 hours and can't even get in the room.
Yes.
There are supposed to be some accommodations. Open Meetings Act again. FOIA has been stripped from us in Dalton, and I imagine it may have some issues here also. And who on earth brings their 2 defense attorneys to a village hall meeting, illegal attorneys, not even associated with Dalton, and bring them into private meetings private meeting with the trustees? No, that time not up yet. Sure, you know.
Your time is up.
Of course it is.
First name is Rose. Can't read the last name. The first name is Rose.
Nice. Well done, sir. That's my guy right there. He always be there. He know this. He know what the fuck he talking about. Ooh, get the FBI, get the F. Get the FBI, get the F. Ooh, ooh. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henyard? Motion passed. It's 8:21.
Going to close session, stay in, come out, we will. Thank you, too.
My cash app in the chat.
All right. Nice. Nice. Oh, look at this man. This wonderful, wonderful man came in and said, hey, y'all, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. This bitch going to jail. I don't care how good you think she is. Her good ass is going to jail. Okay. Oh, she's a good girl. Okay. Good girls do go to jail. Good girls go to jail. Handcuffs fit on good girls. She gonna get this time. She gonna serve it. She gonna shut the fuck up about it. What you gonna do? Hit the like button for mama, please. Okay. Look at the link to the top of the chat, at the top of the chat, okay, to become a member. It's just a simple way, helps support the channel, keeps mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? It's a wonderful thing, okay? Thank you, Martin, okay? Thank you, B6. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, okay? I'm sorry I be so behind with these things. I don't be knowing when they don't have the meeting. I don't be knowing. I get home, I run around, I procrastinate, then I finally turn my computer on, I sit down, and then bam, there it is. And I'm like, shit. I scramble, I make a thumbnail, and I just open the live. I miss a lot of things. But what I missed right before this came, right before I did finally get on here, was what that girl said to Tiffany. So I'm about to make me a video real quick, just off the fly off of that. That shit is hilarious. And I'm sad I wasn't already on live when it happened. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you, Trap Time. Thank you very much. Everybody who dropped mama a little something, something in the chat. I definitely appreciate that. Cause you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to, but you did. And that is so sweet. And mama love you for that. Mama love you for that. It made mama feel so special. Okay? It made mama feel so special. I appreciate that. Okay? Mama's babies are the best babies. It has always been the case. Hey, Lee Hamilton. What's up, baby? Going on, baby pie. Okay. Oh, everybody hit the like button. Has everybody hit the like button? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to assume that's a yes. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, James V. You're very welcome, baby pie. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. I'm going to shut this thing down. Okay. So it don't mess my average up. All right. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Ooh. Oh my, yeah, I got moderators in here. Plenty of them. Later, Gators.